Hey, Diego here. In this video, I'll show you how to get started with WisDM. If it's your first time using WisDM, don't worry, I'll walk you through everything you need to know. You will learn how to log in, create a location, assign a gateway, and view the dashboard to manage your IoT network easily. So first of all, what is WisDM? WisDM is a fleet management tool designed specifically for RAKwireless LoRaWAN gateways. It centralizes your network management and monitors real-time network health. With WisDM, you can push the latest firmware upgrades, log into gateways via SSH for troubleshooting, and receive immediate alerts when issues arise, all from one unified platform. Why do you need WisDM? You need WisDM in these cases. Your gateway loses connection and you don't know why. Severe weather in a gateway's location, so what's the impact on your network? Managing multiple gateways across various locations, if you do setting update, you have to do one by one. It's really time consuming. Big networks. Managing and monitoring thousands of gateways across multiple networks and locations can be overwhelming without the right tools. Now here is the step-by-step guide on how to get started with WisDM. Log in with RAKID. To do this, go to WisDM Network, or access WisDM through the RAKwireless homepage or the WisGate OS 2 portal. Enter your RAKID, then click Login. WisDM uses RAKID, your universal ID for all RAKwireless services. If you do not have a RAKID, follow these steps to register. Go to the RAKID registration page. Fill in your details and confirm your email. Once registered, RAKID works across all RAK services, simplifying management processes. Alright, now that you're logged in, let's move on to configuring your organization. Step 2. Setting up your organization and locations. After logging into WisDM, the first thing you need to do is create an organization and define locations for your gateways. But before diving in, let's talk about how to plan your network. To plan your network accordingly, you need to have these questions in mind. Do all my gateways share the same LoRaWAN configuration? Do I want to group my gateways by physical location, application, or region? Now here are the options. Option 1 is group by location. For example, all gateways in the US using US 915 and AWS IoT can be grouped by their geographical location, such as by city or campus. Next is option 2. Option 2 is group by application. For example, if your applications differ by function, such as agriculture IoT versus industrial IoT, create separate groups based on these configurations. Group by LoRaWAN configuration to easily push firmware updates or apply settings to multiple gateways at once. Let's use the final example to recap the how to plan your network. If you're a solution provider working with Starbucks and you manage 10 stores in one city, 4 stores use Profile A, create location A for these 4 gateways. 6 stores use Profile B, create location B for these 6 gateways. This is one example of group by location. How to create organization and locations. What is an organization in WisDM? An organization in WisDM is your top level grouping for managing gateways and locations. It's based on your network planning strategy. Think of it as the foundation for managing all your devices. When creating an organization, fill in the following details. Organization name. Reflect your company or deployment scope. Subdomain. Choose a unique subdomain for your organization. This will help you easily access and manage your organization's network. Contact info. Add basic details for communication. For instance, if managing Starbucks stores in one city, you could use Starbucks-city name as your organization name. Subdomain is cityname.wisdm.network. How to choose the right payment plan. WisDM offers flexible payment plans tailored to your network size. Higher tiers provide more gateways and better discounts per gateway. You can also opt for a pay-as-you-go plan. For detailed information, contact inquiry@rakwireless.com. What is a location in WisDM? Locations in WisDM are groups of gateways that share the same LoRaWAN configuration. Organizing by location simplifies management and ensures consistency in LoRa settings. What is network configuration in WisDM? The network configuration section allows you to set LoRaWAN parameters for all gateways in a location. This includes frequency plans, protocols, and regional compliance settings. Want to learn more about templates, basic station, and packet forwarder? Check out the link in the description for detailed documentation. How to finalize your location setup. After completing the network configuration, click Save Configuration. This finalizes the setup for your location and applies your LoRaWAN settings to all gateways in this group. How to add a gateway to your location in WisDM. After creating a location, the next step is to add a gateway. Go to the Gateway tab and choose one of two options. Click the Add Gateway button in the top right or use the blue Add a Gateway link. Unassigned gateways are pre-positioned gateways waiting to be assigned to a specific location. This happens when you request factory pre-positioning during purchase. Contact inquiry at RAKwireless.com to enable this service. For manual addition, you'll need the gateway serial number and gateway EUI, which you can find on the WisGate OS 2 dashboard. Paste the gateway SN and EUI into WisDM. The system will load the necessary certificates. When the status turns OK with a green indicator, click the Add Gateway button to finalize. Now that your gateway is added, you're completing the setup. Now, you can start to explore the WisDM dashboard. On the Dashboard tab, you'll see a summary of all the gateways under this location, including how many are online or offline. Locations in WisDM are grouped by their working mode, meaning gateways within the same location share the same LoRaWAN settings. If you want to drill down into a specific gateway, WisDM provides 3 ways to find it: by gateway, by location, or by application. For beginners, if you only have a few gateways, the easiest method is to use the Gateway tab. The first thing to check is the gateway's status, whether it's online or offline. If it's offline, you need to troubleshoot further. Check the link in the description for a video guide on how to troubleshoot offline gateways. If the gateway is online and sensors are sending data, you can monitor packet traffic here. You'll also need the current firmware version of the overview. To check if it's the latest version, click the What's New section at the bottom of the WisDM page. In the Network Interface section, you can verify if your overhaul is working properly and see which overhaul, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, or cellular, the gateway is currently using. WisDM supports a multi-WAN feature, allowing you to set priority for your overhaul connections. For example, to save on cellular data costs, you can set Ethernet as the primary backhaul. If Ethernet goes down, the gateway will automatically switch to cellular. This ensures your gateway remains online without manual intervention. We've linked a WisDM failover deep dive video in the description if you want to explore this feature further. In addition to the overview and network interference, you'll find tabs for LoRa settings, system settings, and notifications. These allow for deeper configuration and management of your gateways. We'll cover these features in more detail in a future video. One feature I highly recommend enabling is temporary access in the WisDM settings tab. This lets you grant RAK support team temporary access to your gateways when you need assistance. It's secure, convenient, and ensures you get help quickly. With the dashboard, you have a centralized view of your gateways, real-time status updates, and access to essential tools for monitoring and managing your network. Let's recap what you've learned. How to log into WisDM using your RAKID. How to create an organization and group gateways by location or application. How to assign gateways and manage them effectively. In our next video, we'll show you how to add a gateway manually using its serial number and EUI. Check the link in the description to learn more advanced features of WisDM.